현자장아 초풍이시대. Welcome to a 20-minute video. Whew. All right. I realized I need to fix my mindset because I'm so easily distracted. And, I sat back and I was pondering, why am I so into social media? Because it wasn't like that before. Just scrolling and just wasting time. And I sat and I just kept thinking, like, why would I rather do anything else than to, do the 20-minute video or start, learning Hmong or, turn on Uber Eats right away? Why do I lag on it so much? And I think I got my answer. It was when the beginning of 2024, I think I pretty much mentioned in my other videos that it was really bad. I mean, the beginning of the year, Mr. Opus, my gray Prius V, he was unalived by a distracted driver, and I had to pay so much money out of pocket. My insurance said that they were at fault, but their insurance said that they were not at fault. So I couldn't get, my money back. And plus, I had to use the Uber's insurance. And their deductible was like $1,500. It was horrible. Sorry, I don't want to bring up the story again. I apologize because, I'm pretty sure other people may have seen it. I just lost a lot of money. And, it got me from debt-free to, being in debt. And there's other stuff, a whole slew of things happening throughout, 2024. And I guess that was the year I just started scrolling on social media and just rather have my mind be in another place than, facing my problems straight up. I just didn't want to be present, and I got to change that because before, 2024, I enjoyed reading books. I enjoyed going out. I enjoyed doing a lot of things. I had, money saved. My mind was, cleared. And yeah, just ever since the 2024, when, Mr. Opus was unalive, everything just went downhill. So I gotta change my mindset again. I think I'm gonna have to bring some books. So instead of scrolling on social media, I could read a book. I mean, I prefer reading scripture, but I don't think the Father of Heaven wants me to do that until I get everything situated, meaning I'm obeying Him, actually doing the things I'm supposed to do. And then, yeah, so I forgot what I was going to talk about. I did write things down, but they're out of order. So I do want to share something on a on a page I saw on my Facebook. It's from Myron Golden. I want to read it. I think it's really good. It's called Count Your Blessings If You Can. And it goes like this. Every time I read God's word, I hear from Him, and it reminds me how blessed I am. I wake up every morning knowing I'm too blessed to count them all. I don't have time or the ability to count that high. When you focus on your blessings, you shift your perspective and gratitude fills your heart. Instead of counting your problems, start counting your blessings. You realize there's far more to be thankful for than you imagine. What's one blessing you're thankful for today? Share it in the comments. So, wow. Sorry, it's getting hot. That is what I need to be doing because there's so many things I need to be thankful for, but I'm not, having a place to stay, having all my limbs, being healthy, have a straight mind. There are so many things to be thankful for, but I'm not. I'm just going, just going on my day as if, nothing. Just, seeing my prompt. Oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I don't. And wow, that reminded me when I was, when I was, before the accident, before Mr. Opus was unalive, I had a totally way different of thinking, because instead of saying like, oh man, I gotta go to work, but back then it was like, oh man, I'm glad I have the opportunity to work and make some money. It was a total opposite. How it was, back in 2003 and before that, I was very different from what you're seeing me now. And I guess I'm trying to, get my mind, because it's not really about, I don't think it's really about situations, because I think I was going through hell that time. I mean, of course, a lot of things were coming back to and forth. It wasn't financial though, but just a lot of other things. But when I looked at the problem, I didn't see it as a really bad thing. I thought, okay, what am I going to learn from this? Can I improve it? Can I change it? It was a different way of thinking. And it's not the way, how it is now, where I'm, worried where I'm going to get money, get clothes, this and that. So I'm trying to remember how I thought the way I did. But back then, instead of scrolling social media, I read a lot of books. I mean, I was reading a lot of books. So yeah, I gotta make that change. I say it, I probably should do it. I don't have any books with me, but I think I'll start carrying it soon. So while I'm doing the Uber Eats delivery, if there's no delivery, of course I'm gonna focus on vlogging too. But I think it'll be a good idea, instead of scrolling on social media, and just to read instead. And there are a couple things I do want to talk about. Sorry, let me bring up the timer so I know how much time I got left. Oh, we got 8 minutes left. Okay. I am going to reorder this. Maybe put this one last. Okay. Alright, so I'm not sure if I talked about it already, but in my previous video, how I said I want to see everything, in a positive manner. Because, well, I'm not going to say it, just certain people that get me really angry. I don't know whether they know it or not. Like earlier, there was this person walking and staring for what? And it was staring from there all the way till they got back over there. And, it's just not that only, it's not just that person. There are other people that do it too. And I would, confront them. Not confront them. I would ask them, is there, did I do something wrong? I hope I didn't say this in the beginning. If I did, I'm sorry. It just baffles me. And I know I'm not the only one, because I've seen on TikTok where other, content creators were mentioning they don't understand why people, not a majority, there's just a remnant of them that would bring it up. They don't understand why these people would just stare at them and, give them strange looks. Anyways, what was I trying to talk about? TikTok. Yeah. Well, TikTok, it's working. It's backing up for me. I mean, it's been working for a while, but I forgot to mention on my previous video. That was like the shortest ban ever. I mean, that day when I made the video that it wasn't working, probably like a day after, it just worked. And I was like, wow. I mean, I guess the ban is, I don't know. The ban is not, I thought it was going to be gone, for good, but it's not. And about the XiaoHongshu, I think it was called. Yeah, I thought about it and I was like, nah, why should I jump into that bandwagon? I think it's probably set up to be that way. It's just like, when supposedly there was a very deadly disease and everyone had to take a DNA altering medicine. How most people jumped in. So I saw it like that. I was like, oh, it's okay. You guys can do you. I'm just gonna do my thing. And yeah, TikTok is up. I'm not gonna go to the XiaoHongshu. I'm just gonna stick to YouTube, and I'm gonna try to get into Twitch, but I probably should do the Facebook too. But right now my Facebook is private because if you watch my previous video, the reason why, this is for the new viewers, the reason why it's private is because, I'm learning the social media, and, I was adding friends, and I realized almost all of them, if not all, are Hmong people, and the thing is that, their families, their, children that added me as friends, and I don't really know those people, and I don't want to put them in danger because I'm trying to promote myself in social media, and of course there'll be haters and some fruitcakes or whatever it may be. So I kind of want to keep them safe, and I need to create another account so that I could talk to regular social media. I mean, I did create a page for everyone to follow if anyone's interested. I had one, I forgot what it was called. Oh, Emperor Elia. There's that one, and there's also this other one called Balbe Vlogger. There's also another page, Narrow Path of Righteousness, but that one I'm inactive. I'm also not active anymore on the Emperor Elia. But on the Balbe Vlogger, I'm trying to be active. I'm trying to be. So if anyone is on Facebook and want to follow that page, well, yeah, I probably need to change that in the description too. So yes, that is out of the way. Oh, okay, I got this one too. Maturity. Let's see, got about like 6 minutes left. So, oh great. Okay, I'm gonna keep my calm. There's someone parked. Keep my calm. I'm gonna get this through. Not happy about it, but okay. I think, wow, sorry, it's really troubling me. Oh man, I really don't like people like those. They are creepy. I'm gonna turn on my car. Probably have the car on because I'm gonna smell the carbon monoxide, and I'm not really down for that. But I'm gonna keep my cool, and it will be on camera, and I'm just gonna go with the flow. So here we go. It's kind of chilly. The cool thing about the Prius is I could put on climate control and just let it go. Only downside is you may hear the engine go off from time to time. But let me get this out of the way because I got 5 minutes left. I want to talk about maturity, so this might apply to men like me in our old age. And woo, man, it is hot. Okay. Because I remember at other places, like at my workplace, sometimes school, it's like, wow, that guy, he's like a kid. They're talking to me, but they'll say it like behind my back, but in an audible tone so that I know, I guess. And, just not one person, not several, but a lot of people would say it. and the same way, like, oh, you're like a kid, but behind my back, not to my face. And when I see stuff like that, I kind of steer clear, because if you really care about someone, because they say they care and stuff like that, then you would tell me directly, hey, this, what you're doing, it's not good. But you know how people like, oh, scared of confrontation, this and that, blah, blah. Fair enough. But when you do that, it just, for me, I mean, personally for me, I don't trust you anymore, because you could say anything, behind my back and not tell me. So about the maturity, because there are a few people, that notice this, and I'm very grateful and thankful for them. They will just tell me out, hey, I noticed there's a childlike aspect of you that's, out front a lot, and I think right now you need they'll tell me, not a lot of people, like probably 4 or 5 people, and they would say, oh, another person, keep the peace, and they would tell me, to change your mindset where you're at right now, because you're older, and it's true, I am older, and it was that person. Oh, that creepy person. A creepy person has a different car now. That person had a white Accord. Now he's driving a gray. Okay, because I was thinking, why does that person look familiar? Now I know why. Oh, I'm not gonna say it. It's those certain people. But okay, about the maturity. Oh, I got 3 minutes. They were telling me you need to get married. Because they said my mindset would totally change, because I was, they would tell me in a mindful manner, that, hey, you're spending money kind of recklessly, you're kind of going out too much, you're doing things where, you're not planning ahead, kind of thing, and this stuff you could do when when you're in your youth, like in the 20s or early 30s, but now it's just, I don't think you should do that. You need to change, your mindset. And they were telling me that, you need to get married, because once you have a wife, your mindset will change, and you'll understand it's not about you. There's more things you need to think about besides you. And wow, just thinking about it, because I watched the reason why I brought this up is because on my Facebook, when I was scrolling, and I saw, like I mentioned, most of them are, if not all of them, except one. I have one Vietnamese friend, but the rest are all Hmong. And what I found interesting is that, sorry, the guy in the gray, I knew it. He think I think a Vietnamese guy with thick glasses. I think he's Vietnamese, or could be Chinese, one of those two. Always either thick glasses or thick hands. It's like, sorry, coming out. It's just really disturbing. It's like, is he looking out for me or something? Because I used to park all the way there, and then he'll park right there, and I park in a totally different spot. It's like he's looking out for me just to park next to me or something. Sorry, keep it calm. Okay, I mean, now that I notice his new car, I could just keep it moving. So about the maturity, yeah, I saw the father, because, a lot of the Facebook, they have families, and when I look at the men, to me, it's heartbreaking for me. It's like, wow, I could see the total difference between them and me, a total difference, and the level of spiritual maturity is just like, wow, what do I know? Like, it seems that you know, I barely know anything about life, even though I'm at my old age. I know it sounds strange, but they're like, okay, it's done. So I want to talk about this really quick. So yeah, it's just the way they carry themselves, the way they talk to others, you know, to the youth, to the elders, to other people, the way they carry themselves. And wow, when I saw that, I realized I am so behind in life, so behind. And I guess it's a good thing that I'm, you know, realizing it, because before people would tell me, you know, I'll hear them, and I would hear this probably 4 or 5 years ago, 6 years ago, but it kind of just, you know, went into one ear and it went out the other. But for some reason today, when I was scrolling, when I saw the Hmong family, the men of the household, you know, how they were talking to their other family members, it just got me so hard. And I started remembering, you know, other people telling me, man, you need to get a wife to change your mindset, because right now it's, you know, you're not in your youth anymore. You know, it can't be thinking like that. Can't be doing the stuff that you enjoy doing. You know, you got to think about your future and others. So yeah, all right, everyone. I hope this video has been enjoyable. I try to plan half and then wing half, just to, you know, get the feel of the IRL, you know, streaming thing. And I truly hope it's been enjoyable. And for those of you that watched my video all the way through, I want to say thank you, especially to those that are liking my video and commenting. Thank you so much. And yeah, I want to send a quick prayer. May the Father of Heaven grant you the most best day ever. If it's bad, let him change it to rad. And if it's already good, may it be even better and more memorable. And that he will protect your peace, which is very important, because when we have peace, we could handle, you know, even rough and tough situations. And that the Father of Heaven will also give you lots of love. And I pray this in the Master's name. And I forgot what I was going to say there. The brain fog. And that's all I have for this video. Until the next video, the Most High willing, hallelujah, and Sinji Dua.